Greetings folks, Two and Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. And today I'm going to show you an easy way to take apart your AK-47 rifle. Specifically, your N-Pap rifle. However, a lot of the principles that are used for easily taking apart the AK-47 rifle can be used on your other AK-47 variants. I know what you're saying too. You're saying, Two and Proper, didn't you just get your AK-47? I did. And the thing is that if you're anything like me, when you are trying to take apart your AK-47, especially for the first time, you're throwing fits because the things are sometimes a bitch to do. In the case of mine, I looked at a lot of YouTube videos and I noticed that there was a principle that they were using that I'd never even thought of, that I would like to share with you guys because it's actually kind of exciting when you think about it. And that principle is that gravity is your friend when you're taking apart the AK-47. And I will show you exactly what that means as we go along here. But let's get started. First of all, there is no need to throw fits. This is a very easy system for taking it apart. But let's safety check the rifle first. First, the magazine is empty. And no, there is nothing in my channel. That is a completely cleared rifle. So now we have a cleared AK-47. And we're going to take it apart. Now, paying attention to the principle that gravity is your friend, we turn the rifle up on its nose, just like this. So now we've got the rifle turned down on its barrel, just like this. Easily enough, right? And it's important that you keep the rifle in this position. Now, with an N-Pap rifle, such as mine, we have a button that's right here that we have to push. At the same time, we're pushing this button right here. So now we push this button, and we push this removal button here and take off our dust cover / bolt cover, and we set that aside. So that's that right there. Now we have the exposed spring and bolt carrier group right now, right here. And also with the N-Pap rifle, you know that you've got this button again that you're going to have to push while you slide this thing down through its brackets that are holding it in place, right here. And then remove your spring and set that aside. You're going to clean these parts later right here. So now you've removed your spring. Easy enough. And now we've got the bolt and the charging handle to take out as well. So in doing this, you're going to bring it up to these cutouts right here. These cutouts were designed so that when the bolt group gets up to there, it reaches those cutouts, and then you're able to pull that part out right here, and it's the same on the other side, through those cutouts and remove your bolt carrier group. See how gravity is your friend in this case too? And this is still pointed down. Your bolt and your holder and your bolt carrier, you can see how that rotates in its position. How you get that out is you bring it up and then you turn it through out of that slot right there where it can fit out. Then you can remove your bolt. And then you go ahead and clean those too, right? Or you could do them all after you've disassembled the rifle. Now, one of the cool things about this rifle too was that the gas tube cover is usually on the AK-47 rifles very, very hard to get off. And right here is the hard part too, is because this swing handle here on most AK-47s is very, very hard to operate. But you need to swing this handle out this way in order to take your gas tube cover off. With AK-47 rifles, and I believe it's all of them, they've included a tool for that. And it's an unlikely tool that you may not expect. Your bolt carrier and charging handle has these slots right here. And these slots are a perfect size for grabbing hold of that thing, just like a wrench, grabbing hold of your swing handle, lining it up here, and kind of turning it outward just like that, and using that to crook that off and remove your gas tube. How cool is that? Now, though, you don't have to clean your gas tube and stuff as often as you have to clean this other stuff here, but That's how you get that off, and you can use your bolt carrier / charging handle for that. So we'll just put the gas tube cover back on. This handle has to be facing up to do this, and then it kind of fits in, and you'll see right here how when you rotate this handle here, how it kind of catches it and lets it in there. It lets it in this position. You're going to push this back in, and it's very hard. So again, you get your built-in wrench, and you take that, you put that little slot right there onto the handle itself and swing it into position until you feel it go into position. And you'll feel it, and there it is. So you've got your gas tube back on again. Let's just say you cleaned it. Now we're going to reassemble the rifle again. And let's suppose that you've cleaned all your parts. With gravity as your friend being the right principle, you need to put your bolt back in here. You want to get this part here into this slot right here. Easy enough. You put this thing in, you swing your bolt through, and there it is, right? As you can see, it fits. It rotates itself as it goes back and forth, right? Now, if you missed any steps while I was doing it, just rewind it and look at it again. And this part right here, you see these two? Remember those cutouts in the top of the rifle? Again, gravity's your friend. The barrel's pointed down. You want to get that part into this part here. So you insert this into here, and then you put those slots into those cutouts right here, and you'll feel it go in when it goes in right. You'll feel it. There's a little bit of spring tension right here. It feels like a spring tension, but it's not. Put it in, slide it down, and you're back into position again. So now you got your bolt carrier group back in again. Now get your spring, stick it right in this spring slot there, into the bolt carrier group. And remember these brackets right here, right? They're going to hold your spring into place. Again, it's going to go right in there like that. So now your spring's in position. Get your dust cover, put it back the way it goes. Put it into position just like this. And with the N-Pap rifle here, you push this button again to release your removal button here. So, and boom. You just saw that pop up, and you're back into position. So a lot of things that are done with the AK-47 were done on purpose to make the job of taking it apart and field stripping it easier. So now I've learned how to take this thing apart and clean it just as quickly as I can go like this, right? I never thought I was going to be able to do it this quickly. And then sinking it back into those brackets, lowering it into position, putting the spring back in, getting it into place, putting your cover back on, putting it over the removal button here, pushing the button, making sure it's secured, function checking, and bingo. And that's as a new person. I've only had this AK-47 for 4 months, but this will save you lots and lots of frustration to do it this way. Also, too, AK-47s, a lot of them come with their own built-in cleaning rod. How's that, yos? So, as for me, there's no more swearing on my part. I now know how to take apart this thing and clean it, and it's a beautiful thing. Hopefully you found this video easy to understand and helpful. And if you didn't understand any of what I just did, just go ahead and rewind and look at it again. I'm Too Improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. Write and I will answer you provided you are polite about what you have to say and I have the time. God bless America and keep on protecting your families and yourselves. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself and it's always the right thing to do.